streaming.
Perfect.
And all going well, we are live, and YouTube is doing stuff, I think. That's good.
We live?
We are live, and there's our photo, there's our image. Hello, welcome to week 62 on the 16th of October 2023.
And we are up in Berlin, Uschlatan, which is really cool.
Yeah. What have we been here now? 4 weeks?
Yep.
As of Friday that's just been. So we're into our 5th week here, which is really exciting. It's gone very fast.
Yeah.
And we're happy to be here. We're enjoying the cooler temperature. That we're enjoying the economy. We're enjoying the people. We're enjoying the lifestyle change. Actually, we were talking about that last night, where it was like, "Hey, do you want to go out for dinner on Sunday night?" And I was like, "Yeah," and it was just felt so much more natural.
Yeah. I think what it is the fact that, you just go into the little town, or the city actually, and, there's the parquet there on over the weekend, and you've got all the food stalls, and you just go and grab a table, and you've got a variety of food that you can choose from, all reasonably priced. You can pay with Bitcoin. And it's just, what I love is the fact that there's all these families, and I'm sure I've said it many, many times, is all the families that come on a Sunday. They may have gone to church, or they may have come up from San Miguel, and they just come and hang out and have dinner and enjoy the music and enjoy what's going on. We even had one gentleman come and talk to us. He was with English, and he was from...
People love just rocking up and practicing English. It's pretty funny.
But he was visiting. So he was Salvadorian, but he's been living in Missouri for the last 25 years. So that was really lovely when he was visiting his family. So
it's very cool. It's been a big week. We've had some pretty cool things to share with you. It's some big things. And for us are big. And our service this week is AcceptLN.com. And Jamie and Courtney, the founders, they came and visited us over the weekend. Oh, there's the image that way. Yeah, there's the image. During the show, if you can somehow get us your email address in the chat or some other way, we can show you how this works by sending sats. And we're gonna. It's a. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, I may have seen services like this before. But when Jamie explained it to me, I was like, you've solved a unique problem I hadn't even thought of. So I was really impressed when I first heard about the service. Keen to share a bit more with you when we get to it coming up. All right, so remember, please, if you haven't, down in the description, sign up to our newsletter. It's the Substack link. One of the main reasons is that we have a whole heap of the meetups that are coming up, and I'll shout out a few of those in just a moment. Also, we talk about 3 things that we saw during the week that we thought might be interesting. In the last 2 newsletters, we've actually shared a video. And last night, actually, we watched Follow the Money #1.
Yes.
Because Follow the Money #4 came out, and we thought we'd better start at the start. But it's the What Bitcoin Did podcast doing something slightly different.
Yes, and it was great because it was actually based in El Salvador when Bitcoin legal tender first came out. So it was really interesting seeing the people, seeing the Salvadorians and their comments, and also just seeing how things have moved so much.
And we saw Mike. I actually saw a version of this T-shirt on the show, which was pretty cool. And it's I'm going to share that. So my point of the whole of that was actually that we share interesting videos as well inside the newsletter. Good to watch. And tip shout out. Wow, what a crazy week this has been. For some reason, my thing is suggesting something else. So let's take a look at I'm not going to start with that one. Last week, we had Wallet of Satoshi as our service for anybody who was here and watching. Now, this is the most use our Wallet of Satoshi's got in a session, so that was pretty cool. But let's have a look. We had Super Pilotish come in and do the elite sats, 133 sats. Somebody came in, said 222 sats. We had somebody say Thanks for the service, Wallet of Satoshi. Wallet of Satoshi team, they sent in 21,000 sats, which was around $6. They were on the call live, which was awesome. It was an opportunity for us to hear a little bit of feedback on how we use the wallet as well. I hope they appreciated that. We're always trying to share feedback. Then I've actually got a bulk card transaction on here, which I think I did to play with. Then 4,000 sats. See you in Berlin. 1 sat. Hope to visit El Salvador. And then I've got a whole heap of my bulk card transactions from testing. The Blink wallet last week was nuts as well. So somebody dropped in 13,280 sats. That was from Guy Lu. Thank you. Then Super Pilotish. Leet sats, leet sats, leet sats,
Wow.
leet sats, leet sats. Thank you. I always find it amusing. They're coming to visit soon, which is very exciting. Greetings from Sicily with 2,100 sats. So that's awesome. Thank you from Europe. Somebody dropped a massive 300,000 sats, which is around $80. Thank you. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
And we're very appreciative of that. That's super awesome. A Blink wallet user dropped $10 or 37,334 sats. Thank you. Another big donation. That's awesome. 1 sat. We then sold a package for $150, and that was about 550,000 sats. And then I've been messing around. Somebody then also sent us 4,099 sats. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Really, really appreciate all the support there.
Yes.
And then
we haven't finished. I don't know why this week's been crazy.
We're so grateful. We really are so grateful.
We were blown away.
Yeah.
Like this week and sort of what's happened has been awesome.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. This is a geyser. So we were promoting geyser the other day, but we're actually promoting it largely related to Berlin. And then some people have found our geyser as well. So 1 sat there. Shall I read these ones first?
Yeah.
I'm going to read some others and then I'm going to come back to another one. So some Nosta 21, Geyser 2 sats, Nosta 21, and somebody said well done 21, which I believe is also Nosta and associated to what we've been posting for the Berlin Bitcoin Center. Those guys are doing really well right now. Now, the massive shout out that caught us off guard is on our Geyser profile, somebody dropped 10 million sats. And in case anybody's not sure what that means, that is 0.1 Bitcoin. And at the current price, that's around $2,800, which is a huge donation, which, wow, thank you.
I've got goosebumps. We're just so grateful, and with what we can do and support the circular economies and getting Bitcoin, really happening here in Berlin is amazing.
We were honestly
awesome.
dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Like when it came in, I'm like, no, something's wrong. Like I need to double check this.
Yeah.
I went round and checked, and then I'm like, have I got everything right? But an anonymous donor on our Geyser page, so you can actually go and see that this public donation.
Onward, upward, and circular.
Yep.
So absolutely amazing, and thank you so much.
Yes,
yeah.
Thank you. We're gonna put sats towards what's happening here in Berlin and continuing what we're doing with trying to promote just adoption. Adoption doesn't have to be here in El Salvador. If you want to help, it starts where you are. It starts with you getting a Lightning wallet and using it, and then sharing with your friends and family, getting them on it. We've got a friend in Texas who just got his local brewery, which has just accepted a meetup to start accepting Bitcoin Lightning, and he's super stoked. I'm going to put it on the BTC map for him this week. That's something we've done this week as well for the Berlin group. We've been posting a whole heap of locations to catch up on it because it's a lot of work and somebody's got to do it. But it helps with the adoption and sharing who's accepting and where. So if anybody wants to contribute to the circular economy by doing things like donating time and putting businesses on the map, let us know. It's not hard. btcmap.org. You can go there. They got some instructions. I discovered an easier way than I thought I needed to, which has helped a lot.
All right.
We're moving forward.
We're moving forward.
All right.
So thank you.
Thank you. Yes, massive thank you to everybody. I'm just going to check the comments because super pilot-ish. Let's go.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
And John Brun.
Oh, John, yes.
We haven't talked
John
to you we haven't talked to you for a long time.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
That's super cool. You've checked in, John. We're glad to see that you're still around.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. So let's start. Monday was very much a work day, catching up on work and also doing our preparing for our live and getting on with our lives. So that was pretty much Monday. It's pretty short, it's pretty easy, it's full on, but it's pretty much focused on what we need to do to make sure that we're still getting an income coming in so we can getting content out and need a schedule. There's so much. Like we've actually added. Last Monday did we go to the meetup? No, we didn't. We were too tired.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
So Berlin also has a meeting on Monday for the Berlin in Action.
Yeah.
And we're looking to go to that as many Mondays as we can. Oh, that's right. We were recovering still.
Yes.
So we also do our newsletter Monday nights. So that's been a bit of a challenge to add that in as well.
All right, I'm going to just do Tuesday because it's easier. Tuesday, we got out our weekly newsletter out. We went to also, you would have heard, we had found a centre, we had fixed it up, we'd painted it, and then the other tenant reneged on the deal, and so we ended up leaving. So we had to find a new centre. How quick these guys worked in finding a new centre was amazing. We have found a new centre now, which is awesome. So you will see photos of that up here. So we then had to go and check that out and just suss it out and see what it's all about, what it was like. Really excited. It's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we went and checked that out. We also paid our Tego bill with Bitrefill. There's the centre and the blue.
It's the blue version of the centre.
Of the blue centre, and you will see an orange part soon. So yeah, we went on to Bitrefill and we topped up our Tegos, which was absolutely great. So that was Tuesday.
Wednesday, Nikki had a Spanish lesson. I was busy updating btcmap.org for vendors accepting Bitcoin here in Berlin. And the reason that we do that is so if anybody visits, what's happening is there's a photo on the side there right now, Family Mart, that when I say we, I mean collectively the Berlin team. It's actually largely more the Berlin team than us.
We are here to support them and we do what we can, but they're driving it. It's me.
Yes. So maybe I should change it. The Berlin team, they print these awesome Acceptamos Bitcoin stickers and then they go around the businesses that have accepted Bitcoin and they put them on the wall outside. Now this is great for the business because they don't have to pay and then it's great for us as tourists or local people to see the adoption and to know where we can go and accept Bitcoin without having to go in and ask too many weird questions, which is super cool. So now the btcmap.org is relatively up to date. We're up to 60 businesses out of a potential 80 that we think are around. Next, we helped purchase paint. Well, Nikki went down and helped purchase paint for the Bitcoin Centre. I was still adding map things. Nikki also went to help weed the front of the centre, did a bit of work there, and while Pedro was inside painting.
Yeah, Pedro had started painting, and Gerardo and myself were getting out, making sure that the front was all weeded so we could get it painted properly. Yeah.
Yep.
Without painting over the weeds.
People that had paid for one of our calls, they were asking us some questions about grabbing an NIT here, so we answered a whole heap of that for them to make sure that it would go as smoothly as possible. And then Wednesday, we received a massive donation on Geyser, but I don't think we actually knew at this point.
No, we didn't.
No, we hadn't put it together. Yeah. So thank you for the people who donated that to us. Now, okay, we're about to roll over to our service. AcceptLN.com, there's the domain on the side. Yeah. Down in the description is also a link to AcceptLN.com. What's special about this is you can go to that website and you can put your email address or a friend's email address in there. And once you've done that, it then asks you to choose an amount of Bitcoin you would like to send to a wallet, which will then keep that Bitcoin as custody for your friend. Your friend checks their email. They will have a link to a page that's specific for them. they will see that you've sent them Bitcoin, and then it will go through a process with them to show them how they can download a wallet. And it's really cool because Jamie's gone and set it up where you can do a wallet for your browser, you can do a custodial wallet, which is super easy to use, or you can do a self-hosted wallet to the point where you can do a wallet on your own node, now, which is starting to get a bit extreme for the most average users that will be using this service. But this was a service I hadn't seen before, where basically you can send Bitcoin to any email address effectively. Now, I know the wallet is still hosted until the person takes custody of the Bitcoin, but he's solving a problem really quickly. As where normally you might send your friend an email and say, hey, download a wallet, and then you can get Bitcoin. This is basically sending an email to your friend and saying, hey, there's Bitcoin here for you. You just pull it down, like it's specifically for you. You just pull it down once you've downloaded the wallet. And I think it's a bit more of a real experience for people seeing the Bitcoin there for them ready to go.
Is it something that if you send us your email address, we could
Yes.
test it? So if anyone wants to send their email address, we are happy to test this,
Yes.
so you can have a look.
Now, the only trouble I have with that request is that in the past, when we've tried to put email addresses in the chat, YouTube blocks them.
That's right, they do.
So if you can put like your email, I mean, it's just we got to be a little bit careful about these things because people could potentially spam your email if it's in there. But if you wanted to put your email in there in a way where you break it up during the rest of the call, then we will follow it up, or you can send us a DM and we can test it with you. But it's a completely free service. The only thing is when you send your Bitcoin to that wallet, you're committed. And that means that you got to go and tell your friend, hey, you really need to download that Bitcoin, or the services go after 60 days, the service will start charging you fees. And after they charge the fees, eventually the Bitcoin will be taken by the service as basically like a service fee. So it's a great motivator to help you get your friends to take action on it. And 2 months, I feel like, is a reasonable amount of time to take action. Now, one of the other things that he's working on is effectively it's like a basic point of sale system. So on the web. So this service it's going to double as like it's got other what would you call it, side effect benefits, secondary benefits, that's the word I'm looking for. It has secondary benefits. So even if you are not going to use the service to help onboard new people, it may be a really handy service if you're a merchant or if you would like to onboard a merchant. And Jamie and I talked about some more advanced features which he's looking at adding in the very near future to make it a bit more user-friendly for the slightly more advanced use case. So the point of it is go and check it out. I'm just going to check now that we're in a slightly different position, I've got extra information at my fingertips.
Yeah.
All right. So the WebLN service, there's a link down in the description below. Otherwise, you can go to AcceptLN, so that's short for Lightning Network, AcceptLN.com, and you can go there, use it for free, put in your email address, send yourself sats, learn how to take them back. Then you can easily share it with a friend so they know how to do it. If you get your email in the chat here, we will send you some sats as well.
All right.
I think we're good?
Yep.
I think we're good. If you have any questions about that, please ask them in the chat. We will answer them when we get to the Q&A along the bottom here. And also, if you have any general questions about Bitcoin, life in El Salvador, what we're up to, or what's happening here in Berlin, please let us know. We'll answer them when we get to that Q&A over in the corner. All right.
Okay.
Moving on?
Yep.
Let's do it Thursday.
All right, Thursday. So again, James worked on the BTC map, making sure that it was getting all updated. So it did take quite a while for you to get all the information and get that running. We had a meeting with the Berlin in Action team, and Tianki, So we had a big discussion with them and what they were doing and whether it would help here in Berlin with the adoption. So that was really good, really useful. Lots of information there and what they're doing.
And Tianki provide bulk cards in a setup. So just in case anybody's curious about that, Salvadoran company producing bulk cards and a point of sale, and they have I think they're working on some more features, which are really cool.
So that was good. Then we had another meeting. So we had a couple of meetings on Thursday, and that was discuss another project we're working on here in El Salvador, and this is to increase the adoption of Bitcoin in El Salvador. It's a really exciting project. We're really rapt that we're working on it, and we're looking forward to being able to share that when we can. But it's going to be big, which is great. And then we were lucky to have Evelyn and Gerardo over for dinner, and just sort of nice they helped us find this house. So we just wanted to thank them for sort of finding this home for us, and catch up with them, which was good.
Evelyn and Gerardo are the Salvadoran couple that are basically driving the Berlin Bitcoin project. They've been putting in huge hours, and their efforts are just like for the last 5 months now, maybe it's gone 5 or 5 months are huge. Well, we're going to talk about another point in a moment, but we really wanted to thank them for the time and effort that they gave to us to help find this house and show us other houses as well. That was really cool. It was great to have a one-on-one with them, and we enjoyed Beef Baked Better Beef.
We did. We had
Nikki did a fantastic job, and that was great.
There's spare ribs. They're great.
Nikki's worked out. I shouldn't say we. Nikki's worked out how to cook them really well.
All right. Okay. Friday.
Okay. We got paid on our Bitwage account, which is awesome. Really appreciate that. It makes a big difference. And in case anyone's curious about how that works, we're not from the United States, but we are able to have contractors pay us in the United States, and then that comes to us as Bitcoin directly, which takes out wire transfers and all sorts of things if that works for you. Great service. I believe there's a link down in the description if you want to check it out. You can sign up for free and get started. Great for learning and trialing. And you can split your payments to, they don't have to be 100% Bitcoin. We had someone book our package for us, which we did in the shout out earlier, which was awesome. And we're looking forward to chatting with them. We need to, we're keeping an eye on our calendar because we offer a Calendly link so people can easily book a time with us based on our schedule. We try to keep that as up to date as possible, which is great. We had lunch with some of the Blink team. So Noor and a team member had come up to check out Berlin, talk to the Berlin in Action team, which is really cool, share what they were doing up here, which is really interesting. We were full on in the morning, but we caught up for lunch in the afternoon, and that was really interesting as well.
And I think what's great was the fact that Blink are up here actually working with the retail stores as well. So they're coming up and they're really helping with the drive, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And they've got an amazing project that they're offering.
I was looking at the sticker. Yeah. Berlin have, Blink, so many B's in Bitcoin. Blink have access to basically what's happening on their wallet, so they can see where activity is happening, and they go and talk to businesses that appear to have a lot of activity happening, and they try to offer increased services to those businesses when they see that happening, which is awesome. It was kind of, I guess I can't probably say too much, but there was some activity happening here, and it was kind of funny to see it and hear about it. Then, Nikki was like, I want a new pair of shoes because a couple of them have been completely, like, shoes get decimated here. Not because like you sort of wear them out, but just life.
Yeah.
And we bought shoes with Bitcoin, so it was cool.
Yes.
They were very good. They had a sticker outside, which was awesome. I should have taken a photo of that. All right. Carrying on. I feel like we're dawdling here.
Okay, right, Saturday. Okay, so we did some really awesome. We did some videos on paying our power and water bill with Bitrefill, which is great. All these services just help us so much with living on a Bitcoin standard.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We purchased materials for relaying our driveway, so that was great. We use the Ditto Bank's card to do that because they don't accept Bitcoin yet, but every day we go in, we definitely make sure and ask if they will accept Bitcoin, and that's where we get the paint for the centre too, so we are really trying and pushing that one. Then we had Jamie and Courtney drive from San Salvador to catch up, well, mainly Jamie to catch up with James so he could show him the new service that we talked about.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, so they just did a drive in a day and then left again.
He was like, oh, the rain's coming. Hopefully the noise isn't going to be too bad.
Yes.
But Jamie was basically like, I'll pop round and show you how it works. And I'm like, I jokingly said, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Only 3 hours away. And he's like, okay. They turned up.
Yeah. Okay, so that was really cool that they did that. And then we went to the centre, so we all went off to the centre, and that was really great. We had a whole lot of other Bitcoiners who were there too, just looking at the centre, discussing the layout plan, because we've actually got 2 big rooms and how we're going to be able to lay that out. So, one of the big things the centre's going to be used is teaching English, having English classes. As well as Bitcoin classes, of course, but the English classes just really helping the Salvadorians or the locals to be able to learn English, to be able to learn Bitcoin. So that we need, we had a real good look at what the centre could be. Then we all went out for dinner at Coco's, which is a Mexican kind of restaurant, fusion
Mexican
restaurant,
fusion.
And we all paid with Bitcoin there, so that was great. So that was that day.
And I'm just going to shout out Coco's again. They're on the BTC map. They're also on the Blink map. And we did a video with Coco
this week. We did.
A couple of weeks ago. But we posted it on Twitter this week, and it's had mad traction. I think it's had over 7,000 views.
Yeah.
But we pay with the Bolt card, with the wallet of Satoshi. So it was a really cool little video. He's one of the few merchants here that actually accepts NFC cards, which was really cool. So
I was going to say, that was his first, when we did that video, it's his first time he'd ever done that. So that was, he was, his eyes was lit up, thought, wow, this is amazing.
No, super cool. All right, we're going to go Sunday. Sorry about the rain. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Let's see. People say they're loving the sound of the rain. Hopefully you can still hear us. So Sunday, I basically spent the entire day helping with put down our driveway, so hopefully we can drive our car in a couple of days. Nikki went to the Eco Parque to meet with Evelyn and Gerardo, and they're doing a great job in educating a lot of the businesses around here on accepting Bitcoin. I think they set them up on the Chivo wallet and also the Blink wallet, did you say?
Yes, they did.
All right, so trying to set people up on multiple wallets as well. So Coco, he's got Blink and Wallet of Satoshi because he needs to know how both things work. Wallet of Satoshi is one of my favorite wallet for NFC transactions. So anything I'm doing with these, I try to get people on the Wallet of Satoshi at the moment.
I also think, with the Eco Parque where we met up and they were teaching the management or showing the management how to use the wallets, was also, that is where our first official Bitcoin open meetup is going to be on the 28th, Saturday the 28th of October. So it's going to be there before the Sunday Bitcoin Farmers Market.
Yep. Nikki and Evelyn went to the Bitcoin Centre to meet up with other Bitcoin and Berlin in Action women to discuss merchandise for the centre. So we've got a number of ideas to create like t-shirts and other things to sell for people. Wow, our microphone is like weird. If you guys can tell us in the chat if you can actually hear us or not, that'd be great. Wow, that's loud. It's actually a bit deafening. I'm going to go anyway. We also checked out the painting inside the building to see how it was and to try and clean it up. We took money out of the Davienda with Ditto Bank's card to pay the builder for helping with the driveway. We drove the builder home, and on the way he said, "Hey, that's where the geothermal plant is. You should go and have a look. So on the way home, we then drove down to see the geothermal plant. Wow. Okay, Jamie can hear us. The geothermal plant, we were literally blown away by the village that is down there. It was crazy. We had no idea we could drive in and see the village. We actually got a closer look at the geothermal plant, and that's something that I think is worth looking at when you come and visit. So we might try and mark that on the map somehow. Really interesting. Then we went to the park to have dinner, and we paid with Bitcoin. It was really interesting. One of the vendors, she accepts Bitcoin, but she never has data on her phone. We tried to hotspot, didn't work, but one of the local guys was willing to accept our Bitcoin, and he paid her cash, which was super helpful. We give him a tip for that. And then there was one guy who was a brand new vendor as of that night. I had no idea. I bought my Mexican from him. He was so stoked to get his first payment last night. Just reading the comments, so it's funny. Thank you.
I want to hit one more. Also on Sunday, when I was meeting up with the woman from Berlin and Axion and Bitcoin Berlin team, I actually showed them the vault card, and I showed them how to use it, and they were really, they were wrapped. So that's something else I did,
That explains the random vault card transactions on the wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense now.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Next.
Okay.
Normally we're going to answer your Q&A, so
yes.
The sound may ease up here. Let's have a go. I think there's a comment.
The top? No.
Super pilotish. Thank you. Let's go. Thank you for all your zaps, your elite sats. They're amazing. John Byrne, great to see you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well down there. Thank you for saying you guys look great. We've recovered from
a head cold.
Mona Moore. That's a great way to encourage people to learn about Bitcoin. Thanks for sharing the info. Thank you. We're always trying to promote anything that helps. Super pilotish, no problems. Ronald, love the sound of rain. Jonathan, freeloader. El Salvador seems like heaven on earth at the moment. We're having fun.
Yeah.
We're enjoying what we're doing. We honestly considered some other places earlier in the year. We found Berlin and we're here.
Yes.
So it's good. Super pilotish, we can hear you. Thank you. Jamie Robinson, we can hear you. Thank you. Mona Moore, this is how we speak to each other in a snowstorm in Canada. Yeah. I thought a snowstorm would have been like quiet.
Yeah.
Like quietly. Clements is laughing, not really. Maybe he can't hear us so well.
Yeah.
Super pilotish. Is there a post office in Berlin?
I know that there's a centre where we can send international post. I don't know if we can receive. I haven't checked that out yet, but I will find out.
Because the next question. Mona Moore, can you ship soap to Canada? I would like to gift some for Christmas. If not, that's okay. I'll just have to go to El Salvador.
Okay, yes, I have found a centre that I can ship from. So, yes. So we've got to get the soaps on the website so you can sort of see what you'd like to ship out.
Yes, it's on our to-do list. It's the second person who's asked us. Nikki's going to find out from the local shop. So it'll be good. And Clemson Johnson, I'm definitely going to pack a good raincoat. Yeah.
In the rainy season, you absolutely need it. Soon, come November, pretty much the rain stops. If not, we don't know about Berlin, but definitely down at the beach, it stops for 5 to 6 months.
At the beach, a lot of the rain was only in the evening, so from about 4 o'clock onwards, you'd get rain. So, and it was pretty good during the day.
Yeah. No.
All right. Thank you guys. Super appreciative of everything that you guys have done. Super appreciative of all the donations that we've received this week.
Seriously, we're so grateful. We really are. It just helps with us being able to,
contribute
and get more stuff done here in El Salvador.
It's amazing to think that. Hey, sometimes we're like, oh well, the channel's not really growing that much, but then the people that come along and that are watching and obviously paying attention to the things that we're doing, it blows our mind. So thank you to everybody. It's crazy. Super Pilotish, great show. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thanks
awesome.
for checking in each week. We really appreciate it. It's awesome.
It is awesome. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go to the outro.
Yes.
And let me focus over here and move our little flag.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming along. Please go to the description down below to find links to stuff that we've talked about today. So AcceptLN.com. Check it out. Send us a DM on Twitter if you want us to send you an email, or you can use it yourself. It's free. There's also a link to the newsletter in there. It's got a whole heap of the meetups that are coming up, especially around adopting. I forgot to pump adopting. The price for adopting tickets currently only $400. Just to put that into perspective, some people think that's expensive, but if you're looking at going to some of the other big names that have just been around right now, like Pacific Bitcoin or Amsterdam, their tickets start higher than these guys do. So, that rain. Check it out. It's a good, interesting event. We had a great time last year. We're excited. Our code NJES23, which is on the side right now, gets you a 10% discount, so that's $40 off your ticket. Still time.
Okay, and I was going to say also remember the Bitcoin Farmers Market that's going to be held up here on the 29th of October. So it's going to be up in Berlin. It's on Berlin's birthday party or birthday anniversary. So there's a lot of things happening. We've also got the first meetup on the 28th, so you can book, come up and spend the night. There's a bus organised to go from San Salvador, and there's also a bus going from El Salvador. It's leaving 11 o'clock on Saturday, and you can catch the bus to be at both events, spend the night. Accommodation is limited, so make sure you book your accommodation and the bus.
I hope you guys can hear all that. Jose Ramirez, hello, thank you, thanks for tuning in. And Clemens, thank you. In our Twitter feed, there's a lot of this information as well. Alright.
Yep, I think it's about 2 minutes.
We're going to Jose, so it's good. Yep.
Yes.
See. Alright.
Okay.
Gracias.